me down the cat. Let me tell you about long time. Mommy turn wrong and knock you down for making your face long. You did that. Now we say bring back the old time. Bring back. Parents used to walk, not talk. I and you like box, stealing wasn't even a thought. You did that. Now we say bring back the old time. And when you tell them it will cause a lot of career. Now we say bring back the old time. At the end of the day, all them hypocrites go pay. Now we say bring back the old time. I say yes, man, and this
And we say good morning to all our viewers, good morning to all our listeners. Welcome to today's edition of the Good Old Days here on 2020 Vision Radio. And we apologize for the little late start. We had a little technical difficulty, but it is sorted out. But we are here together again. If you are here in Nevis, if you are in our sister Isle of St. Kitts, you are in our region, you are further afield, wherever you are, we are happy to greet you and say pleasant good morning and welcome to another edition of the Good Old Days. Always a pleasure being with you this time on a Saturday morning. If you are celebrating today, if you are celebrating perhaps a birthday, an anniversary, whatever the occasion, we are happy to celebrate with you. We congratulate you and we extend very best wishes to you on behalf of the entire Good Old Days family and of course on behalf of 2020 Vision Radio. If you are on the downside, life comes with a mixture of moments. Almost to the ground, we say. All right, but we always remember to look up, okay? Because when we look up to the one who is in control, okay, he can give us that sustenance that we need to continue, all right, and to cope with whatever difficulty, all right. And so we are happy to be with you to encourage you along the way, okay, whatever the situation. Don't give up. The sun will rise. And just to let you know that Shefton is not in yet. He will be in a little later. Okay, he had a little challenge that he's trying to deal with. All right, but we are going forward. Good morning, Shefton. Good morning to Wen. Good morning, Wen. Boy. Okay, and of course, good morning to our special guest for today, of Mr. Myron Doer. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Chesley. Good morning to you. I see Walter maybe lost one of his shoes too. We haven't seen him yet.
Yes.
But good morning to him and Shefton and to yourself and to my cousin Myron. Good to have you in the studio with us today. Look forward to a very lively and educational discussion, I'm sure.
Yes,
welcome everybody. Pam, Denise, Carol, all of you, all my siblings all across the world, wherever you are, you chose to listen today. Thank you very much. This is a program that we really, really look forward to with much anticipation because it's not only a time of reminiscing, but it's also a time of learning. And they have this saying, Chesley, that is bantered about: the longer you live, the more you learn.
Yes.
But
yes.
To learn is always a good thing, right? Because it is also said that education or knowledge is power, right?
Yes.
And so you act upon what you know, what you've heard, what you've experienced, and when you learn things, you have a better perspective in terms of guiding your lives forward and many times guiding others. And so as we interact together today, we hope that we will learn something that will benefit us all. So welcome. I hope everybody had a really good Easter. That's my favorite time of the year, by the way. That's why I'm mentioning that. And I think we are on to another holiday weekend. And so want to encourage everyone to conduct themselves accordingly and let everyone have a really good time. Take the rest that you need. Do the things that you need to do. Make sure that you're on par with what's going on. Life is always throwing something extra at you, and so it's difficult just to be prepared for everything. But just as Chesty was admonishing us earlier, put your trust in God, lean hard on Him. On Thursday, we observe the International Day of Prayer here in the federation, and so I still want to encourage all of us to be prayerful and to pray for each other, right? I know, unfortunately, there are some of us, well, let me not say some of us because I'm not one of them. There are some people that think that they can exist without anybody else. But everyone needs somebody, and that's the way we were created, to look out for each other, right, Chesley?
Yes, definitely.
So let us do our best to live together. The Bible does say to live peaceably with men, all men, as far as it is possible. So when you realize it's not possible, just walk away, but do your best to be good to each other, okay? So remember, you can give us a call here on 2020 Vision Radio, 1-869-669-7312. That's our WhatsApp number. And you can also reach us at 1-869-469-7953. I don't think that our Magic Jack number is working, but if you want to try, I don't know, maybe work by moods. We got an early call, Chesley.
Yes.
All right, let's take a caller. Good morning, caller. You on the good old days? Good morning,
I'm just calling really. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the Facebook Live, but you could probably get the engineer to look into it. It's coming on what YouTube, but for Facebook, I don't think it's coming. It's coming through. So just have your engineer look at that.
All right, thank you very much for that.
you.
Thanks for calling.
Yes, thank you very
you.
much. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll get that sorted out.
Yes.
All right, so Chesley,
Yes.
over to you, and Myron again, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Doe, it's a pleasure having you. You are still a very young man, but you have a wealth of experience. Okay. You hail from the village of Bath, right?
That's right.
Okay. Where in Bath Village do you?
I live right in Bad Village. I just call it, I live on Bad Hill, going up towards the government house.
Yes.
Next to the old Bath Hotel.
Yes.
So I live on Bad Hill.
You live on Bath Hill.
Yeah.
You had name roads in Bath?
Beg your pardon?
Are there name roads in Bath?
Well, from you reach Texaco, they say you enter Bad Village.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's either Upper Bath or Lower Bath.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And most people know it to be over bad.
Yes.
But I sometimes say to some people, I don't live over bad. I live Bad Hill.
Bath Hill.
Yeah, I live on Bad Hill.
Okay.
And that's
But the
over-
correct thing to say
Yes,
is that it's Bath Village, not Upper Bath.
Yeah, Bad Village.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Well, tell us about your family connection, though. The Doe's large family.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes,
door.
yes, yes.
The door is a big family, man.
But Chesley, what is the man going to tell you? Is the door either in or out?
I always tell people, is one thing I got to remember that when I get up in the morning, I shut my door. I'm a door. I go out my house. It's a door. I'm coming back in. I got to go through the door.
Yes.
So everything around me is door.
I had an experience. When was it? I think it's Thursday. A gentleman came up to greet me and he held my hand and shook my hand and said, Lord, they slam you, they lock you, the door kind of thing with you, but you still look good.
Yes. Yes.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was funny.
All
But
right. But we are happy to have another fisherman from Bath Village sharing with us. Always a pleasure, to get it straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, Mr. Doe, your dad though. Tell us about your dad and your mom. You can't leave out your mom either.
Yeah,
But,
well,
yes.
let their soul rest in peace. Daryl Doe was my father's name. My mom was Floretta Doe. I grew up right over Bath, just to the bottom of the hill from where my house is. Right down where my shop is. That's where I grew up.
Yes.
And I born in the 60s. And as I know, my father, he was a fisherman. My mother was like a housemaid. She used to have a little shop right where my shop is right now. And her specialties was back and neck and fried back and neck and stuff like that, bread pudding and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But basically my father, as I know him as a fisherman, actually he taught me the trade of fishing. I used to go out with him even when I go in school. Sometimes school holidays, he said, come go with me. I got to walk with a fish pot on my head from where we was living down to Gallows Bay.
Wow.
Yeah, and sometimes I have to make touch it. And the thing about it, those days, it was not any engine, no outboard motors. Those days was like oars.
Yes.
So you know that's an exercise for us. That's why my father was so fit.
Yes.
Oaring. And I used to like the fun of it. You know, but sometimes when you go out and you got a little wind and you get a little rough, you get a little tired.
Yes.
By the time you reach in, you all bang out, man. Yeah, you beat. But my father had a passion for fishing, and he did that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put your phone on vibrate and
Yeah,
put it in your
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Is Walter calling me?
Okay. All right. Yes.
And I want to turn it off.
Okay.
Maybe you should answer him and let him know you're at the studio, because maybe he's not
Yeah,
listening.
he know I
He
am
knows.
here, so
Oh, okay.
supposed to know. I'm trying to lock
Okay,
it.
and just to remind everyone that today we are with Mr. Marion Dua from Bat Village, Nivision fisherman and more. And he has consented to come into the studio and share with us on his exploits in fishing and more.
Yeah, sorry about that. Is the phone.
Yes.
So I was where was
Your
I?
dad.
Yeah, my dad. So actually, with my dad, he was an entrepreneur. He was involved in a lot of stuff besides the fishing. You know what I mean? He was a member of the NEDAX. Those days, NEDAX was Cabo Howell and Omar Johnson, Lyra Richards, and he was in that. And then he had his own dance group. And his dance group was folklore.
Yes.
Cakewalk. Call it the Cakewalk. And then I had a passion for it. I took it on with him, and it was a journey. I mean, he was a no-nonsense man.
Yes.
You know, just something like I picked that from him too. I'm a no-nonsense person. You know, I'm straight up, plain up. I'll tell you like it is. If you like it, you like it. You don't like it, well, my mother would say, if you don't like it, well, do something about it.
Yes. Yeah, but my one, for those who are listening and may not know what the cakewalk is,
Well,
what is it? Yes.
the cakewalk is a dance from way back in the, I think in the late 60s. That's a cakewalk. There was a man had named Lyda Archibald, who was from down Love Street down there. My father and him, in those days, way back, I was a young boy. I was probably 14 or 15 years at that time, and I see my father was always going out and, collecting people to get them to come and join the group and dance and stuff. And he did it for a lot of years.
Yes.
He did it a lot of years. And I took it up, went on to Cuba in 1978. That's the first time we had traveled off to Cari Festa. 1978, we went to Cuba for Cari Festa
Yes.
with a group out of St. Kitts and then the Mentini dancers or something like that. And we went on a cruise ship, we went to Cuba, we went to Havana and Santiago in Cuba, and we spent 2 weeks in Cuba.
Wow.
Dancing Cari Festa. Man, Cuba is a beautiful country, man. Clean.
That's quite an experience.
Nice, man. It was an experience. And I met Fidel Castro.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Shake his hand. Yeah, he came to one of our occasions we had, one of the fests we had, and came up and I met him, shake his hand, and, a matter of fact, I had a picture that he had gave the group of him, and I had it. That's such a long time, the picture just stayed there and fade away and fade away and fade away. But the Cuba thing was nice. We did that, and we came back to Nevis, and then the another Cari Festa they had in St. Kitts, the group participated in that in St. Kitts as well. We went to St. Kitts for Cari Festa. My father, with some of the younger ones in the group, they went to Montserrat.
Stick up in Marion. Let's see what this person have to say to us. Good morning. You're on the good old days.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. This is the Winston Black Music Doctor Culture.
Yes, Mr. Kocha. Welcome.
Yes.
How you doing?
I always listen to you every single Saturday morning.
We appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You asked a question just now. What is the cakewalk? Well, I could tell you, I did the cakewalk in the Newtown Primary School. I taught it here, and I mostly use the grade 2 students. Yes, from grade 1, grade 2. It's better to use those children than when you use the bigger ones who sometimes get out of order and it creates a lot of difficulty. But the cakewalk really is competing for a large cake. In those days, Japan and everything, they did a lot of trading and those things and so. So the Japanese girls, they normally dress in a kimono. In those days, a kimono is what the Chinese wear. A big bow behind, the hair tie up nicely, and the socks with the sandals, and they carry a fan, an umbrella. Just like how the Japanese people dress and wear. And in modern days now, they use more the stockings, the long stockings, and short skirts with, you would call it a drawers underneath, and they dance I taught them the lancers, the Virginia reel, the samba, the polka, the walzarama. And those dances were done mainly on the estate. When you go to the planters, they would have their front room, the house, nicely, what you call it, polished.
Polish floors and so.
Yes.
Yes, so you would dance in there on the floor. In fact, sometime shortly, I'm going to bring it back in one of the. In fact, I have an engagement next week for school, and I think I'm going to introduce that again. And you had the different people competing for that cake, and the cake was done by, you had the Uncle Sam. This is the American. He wears stars and stripes. That's the hat, the long hat, and he carry a scissors tail coat. That's the long coat with the point and the split. And he his money, that's America, he gives them the money. Then you have the millionaires. They were dressed, these are characters, each of these are characters that dancing with the Japanese girls for the competition. You have the millionaire, he would dress in all white. White planter's hat, something like what the police used to wear, the corporals, and white shirt, white pants, white tie, white shoes, white socks, and a big broad sash across the chest.
Yes.
That would carry the like Onassis or whoever the millionaire was of that day. You had you had the what you call it, the Scottish Highlander. They were kilt. They were kilt with the long socks and the bagpipe and that sort of thing. And you also had the waiters. The waiters in America in those days, they would wear a boys brigade hat, black shirt, black pants, black shoes with a big buckle, and a red shell jacket or a waistcoat with big buttons. And then you had the sailors, and you also had the the lancers. The lancers would dress. And as I indicated, the dances, and they would do the dances to the string band music. I taught that. So I always admired Daryl Doe. Not only that, I honored Daryl Doe. I had honoring from 84 to 88, 3 years in the Fisherman's Wharf, which Nevis came down. At one time, I honored 100, 65 from St. Kitts and 35 from Nevis. I was staying with Mr. Levi Morton, and he helped a lot. He was into that sort of thing as well. So we did it at the Pinnis Beach. That was the 4th year. And the last year I did it at what you call the Port Thomas Hotel. So Nevis came down, Jogo, all of those posts. I have all the pictures, the profiles, everything. I have Annie Mills, all of them. Those were the persons. So we were in Gingerland, in the, what you call it, house up there, close to where David Freeman was living. Yes, they prepared up there for me and everything, sent up cuts, and we had a wonderful time. And all of those persons I have, even the blind guy there that played the quattro and stuff. So all this is a significant thing, and it needs to be restored. In St. Kitts, we have a problem here. We have a lot of jealousy up here, and they don't respect, to some extent, the level of people. They're not qualified and have a big house and that sort of thing. People just leave it there like a dog. And we need to create that environment where we respect our people. And if the art is to continue, we must give them that sort of impetus and the engine to go forward. But I am going to put it forward. In fact, next week I will be having to teach the platinum ribbon
Yes.
in the Cyril Williams because they've been calling me. So I'm going down there to do that, and also Sandy Point. They have a group down there. But these things need to be preserved.
Yes.
And if
Yeah,
they're not preserved, everything will go down the drain. People only got a lot of chat.
Well,
You must have that dedication, the
not to,
application,
not
and
to,
the inspiration.
not to cut you off, but
Yes.
I had tried and tried and tried since my father passed away about 23 years ago.
Yes.
I tried on several occasions. I get some of the young people the young people as you rightly said,
Yes.
they're more interested in the younger people. You get them to easy handle than the adults.
Yes.
The adults, I would say 5 o'clock practice, and I will be there till 5 or 7, and I don't even get an hour practice. It's like 2 people show up, 4 people show up, 6 people show up.
The disrespect.
Disrespect,
The
you know.
disrespect.
And
I tell you, I had it in the Newtown primary school, and parents used to come there. We were in the park close to the gas station there at Newtown in Senke. And let me tell you something. And the teachers used to dance because I teach them the clown. I had a clown dancing set here too because the clowns.
yeah, we used to do that too. We
The
used to do the
clowns were
clown.
there to
Yeah, we do the clown.
to protect the dancers because they dance the you had the what you call they dance the coquette dances. I taught all of that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
We had the Lancers, right?
the Lancers.
We did the Lancers.
Yes.
We did the heel and toe. You did,
That's the heel and toe was the walls. No, that's what it was. That was the anyhow, I remember.
yeah, the heel and toe is the dance where you do the heel and the toe. The heel and the toe, you go side to side, back
Yes.
to back with your partner. And then we used to do the circle, the roundabout, hand over to hand.
Yeah. Then you have the Virginia reel.
Yeah. Then we had the shuffle. The shuffle, you go backward and forward,
yeah.
partner in, partner out. It's good, man. It's good to hear somebody on the other side, referring to.
Listen, only one doctor it have in this field of culture. I used to be around this. I used to be thanks to Mr. Sean Richard, who asked me to intervene in the school. And all those culture, you see, in the school, Winston, Zach Nisbet, Doctor of Culture, brought them back. When some of the schools and then sponsorship, I go there to Fred from Molyneux, to do the David and Goliath, prepare the skit, taught them. I'm a very serious man.
But you see, in those days, right, with my father, and I always heard him talk about it, he never used to go to get nobody to say donation from nobody, not the government, and nobody. He did everything out his own pocket.
I put a lot of money.
His uniform, our uniform used to be the red ribbon band with the white pants, with the black shoes, with the white shirt, with the red bow tie. The ladies them wear the frill skirt, pretty color frill skirt. The men them wear the white gloves. And in those days, I used to wonder where my father getting this money from. He's a fisherman. But he used to do it out of his own pocket for years, make contribution to Culturama. He was a member of NEDAX. He was one of the founding fathers of the Cakewalk Dancing Nevis and the leader.
But let me tell you something. As long as you haven't been to a university or anything, you are not regarded as anything.
That's so true. Happen over here too.
Me? I have met with that, but trust me, I have a museum. You need to come and look at it. I think Mr. Chesley came there and he saw what I had. Every single thing when it comes to history and culture, I'm now cleaning it out. I just had this big function, the aquatic sport, which is getting bigger and bigger.
That's good.
Mr. Ting came down. What's his name? This gentleman who in charge of them, who trained them, Weeks.
Oh.
He was down here. Because next year is 69 years. I'm preparing a book for the 70th anniversary. But trust me,
James Weeks.
James Weeks, yes, he came down. Two of the guys that he had there, they won a couple of prizes. But most of them went to the Olympics, that's right. But he's coming with a full squad next week. But that cakewalk is a very important dance.
Yep.
And everybody wants to use you this time. They don't respect people. They don't respect you. I put money
That is so true.
time and dedication into this thing. And let me tell you something. It's not going. I did some work in Nevis too when they had the parade up there. Came up with the ribbon and stuff. And disrespect. This I could go into a lot of things, but leave it there for now. Only God knows.
Yeah, thank you.
And my input in this country as a dedicated warrior. I won the first Caribbean unsung hero. I won that. I'm the first to win in St. Kitts.
My father was the first patron for Culturama. And you know when they wait to honor him, when he was sick and on his sick bed,
Yes,
I had to go and collect that trophy. He was the first patron
Yes.
in Nevis for
Man, I honor
Culturama.
so much.
And I had to do the honors for him. But let his soul rest in peace.
Yes.
Yes,
Wow.
and that is the thing.
Yeah.
So I just felt I should put in that input. The assembly knows me well.
Yeah.
He knows what I stand for and what I have done and contribute to the development of the whole socio-economic, political, and cultural sphere. I have done a lot of work in Nevis. I taught in the school, in the Sliber school, the clowns, in Oyston. I think the man was, what's his name? And then I other schools as well in town and stuff. I have pictures of all of them.
Keep up the
All
good work,
those
man.
things
Don't
going
give up.
into the book.
Keep up the good work. Don't give up.
Only one doctor, and I'm not going to stoop to no one. But people getting now all of $7,000 and $8,000 a month. They might have the certificates and so. But when it comes to me, not one of them could walk in my shoes.
That.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
All right. I was telling you, your good friend Walter is here now.
Yes.
Good
Walter,
morning, Zach.
how you do, sir?
I was good. I was locked out the studio this morning.
Boy, I listen to you all every weekend. Me ready to sleep on you all.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That's good.
Me
That's
ready
good.
to sleep on you
The
all.
only
That's why
doctor.
you're able to come in and make my input.
Thank you,
the
doctor.
doctor. The only
Yes.
doctor.
Right. Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thank you very much as
right,
well.
thank
And
you.
it's my pleasure and privilege. You can call on me anytime.
All right. We know that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Doe, we suspect that you and Mr. Nisbet have met in person, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
met him before.
okay,
I met
met him
him.
in person,
I met
okay.
him, I met him. My father had met him a couple of occasions to go over to St. Kitts, like he mentioned, and dance over there and perform. My father used to perform a lot, man. He used to go out and perform. And the thing is that when my father used to go to perform, there was no money involved.
Yes.
It's just like a donation. It was free. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The only place I think when they started to make money is when they went to Four Seasons. But for all the Culturama
was
shows,
free.
is dancing free. Dancing free. Even I used to go out there and dance in Culturama free.
Your other siblings was part of the group as well?
Only one sister was, she lives in Canada, Tracy Liebert. I think she still do a group in Canada. Presently, she still have a group in Canada. Yeah, she
She's
still
part
has
of
a group.
NEFCON.
Yes.
Yeah, she married to Kenneth Liebert.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you know Kenneth Liebert.
That's James Diamond brother.
Yeah, Jean Liebert, brother. Yeah, they lived in Canada. She was just here a couple of months ago, but she still do that. She loved that, man. She loved that dance. She ain't gonna give up that. Yeah. She ain't gonna give it up. That it's in the family. Well, you know, Shavan was the other one. Shavan was kind of the little quiety girl, you know. Sylvie was the fashion girl, you know, and Ollie was the runner. She was the runner. She track and field in high school days, man. Nobody could have hold she, man. She was Victory Sodom every sports day, bringing home 8 and 9 trophies make the family proud, man. Yeah.
What about Myron on the track?
Well, me on the track, cross country,
Yeah.
and high jump. High jump was my thing, man. Lester Blackett used to want to know how I get over the rod then. I did not do the scissors, I do the somersault over the rod.
Wow.
Somersault, yeah.
So you're fit like fiddle.
Yeah, man, I'm fit like Colin Walters was one of my things. Colin Walters and all of them boys that went to school with me, man. And when I turn off by the woodwork shop and I come down and I bounce and I flip over, them boys say, boy, I was one of the populous in school up there.
Wow.
Every time sports, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the old bones them get,
You will never run at it. You never run like long, the short races on the track.
Yeah, I used to run 4x1. I won the 4x4 relay. I won 100 yards. I won 220. I won all of them races. You think all of them are going to come first. I mean, I had some competitive thing. It's one guy used to give me a little hard time in cross country. He died in St. Croix. He used to live right up the park road there by his mother had name. Lady used to have a shop there in. His father had named Bobby. He was a fisherman too. He used to call his father Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a fisherman. And he named him Keith. Boy, when he come on cross country time, boy, it's hell between me and him. Because those days the cross country is not like now. We used to go all the way up the hospital road, come down the road by Rams, come down the hill by me, go all the way straight over to Kongshell, come the road to Kongshell, come straight back up and up the high school road. That's the way the battle used to tell. Who could be the best?
Oh, wow.
That was the battle.
That's a lot of running.
Yeah, that's a lot of running.
Yes.
In those days. These young people now, I just see them running down the hill and every minute they're standing up and and we in cross country, those days they no walking, you got to be running.
Yes.
Cross country no walk, I see most of them are walk. In our days, running is the thing. You got to be running. And you said you're not gonna stop one time to catch a little breath.
Exactly. You got to keep those feet
You
going.
got to keep them feet going,
yeah.
man. I mean, it's amazing the change in sports now and activity, Lester Blackett was a real good coach in them days, man. In football, I used to play football. I play cricket too.
Who you played for? Football.
Football for Bath. With Dinah Challenger, Paul Walwyn, a boy that we call Robot. All them boys, Alex Ferguson. He's living in St. Croix, Yeah. Used to play football. And we used to, when we play football, we used to train right over by where they got the villas. And then they play the games them at Grove Park, most of the games. The professional
What villas
games.
are you talking about?
The villa they call it.
Oh, you mean right there by the school?
Texaco, yeah. There where we used to go do most of we practice and things. Because, those days they were kind of strict at the park. You got the pitch there, and the football below. So, But everything changed now. Everything changed now.
So you played cricket too?
Play cricket, yeah.
What were you into? Batting, bowling?
Batting and bowling. Mostly a pace bowler.
So who you played for?
Bath Village, Bath had their own cricket team, their own football team, their own netball
So you
team.
competed against Willett team and so?
Yeah, government road against over Bath. Alvidel can be the Willett, or government road, and he had Rafi, the pace bowler.
Yeah.
All the big boy and them, he played against Charleston, Pasha against this and that. Yeah, I did all of that. I did some sports, man. I was all around them days, And you see, the thing about it, after I went to high school now, my grandfather was living in Mount Lily, and his name was Sammy Hobart. So I had moved from Overbath and I went to live with my grandfather.
In Mount Lily.
In Mount Lily.
Yes.
So then when I reached Mount Lily now, I felt like I out anywhere because no neighbor around us. The house out there still big and empty, nobody in it. My grandfather passed away when I was in Totola living. Because after I came from Cuba, 1978, I left and I went to the
So you're related to Webber?
Yeah. Webber and I are first cousins. My mother and his mother, Lorraine, she passed away a couple of years ago. Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm the Hobart, Merritt Hobart was my uncle, And I went to Totola and I lived in Totola. And then I worked at a hotel called Little Dix Bay and Virgin Garden for about 15 years. That's the last place I worked. I worked in reception. Yeah.
Because you can talk. You can talk. You
can talk, and
but
them days, as the people used to say, Bible is a sharp boy.
Yeah.
How you got the name, Boom?
Yeah.
Oh, my auntie, Rebel mother gave me that name when I was small.
Who mother?
Webo mother. Her name was Lorraine.
Your
That's
aunt.
Jennifer Hodge's mother
mother,
too.
your
That was
aunt.
my aunt.
Aunt,
Yeah,
yes,
that was my
yeah.
aunt. Yeah, she gave me that name. Boom. So I asked my mother how I get the name. She said, "You were so handsome when you smiled." And she used to hold my cheek and boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and that stick, and that stick.
Wow. That's amazing.
Be honest with you, right?
Yes.
About 75 to 80% of the people in Nevis, when they see me, they don't know my name is Myron. That's my business name, like in the bank and school and so forth and so. People who know me, go up with me, who went to class with me, know me as Myron. Or they would call my second name is Everson. But boom, that name stickers here in the shop out there, that's the name everybody call me. Boom, everybody see me. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, cousin Boom.
I love that name, I love it. I love that name. I mean, when people call me, it's like, some people don't like have a nickname and they don't like people call them by their nickname. That don't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Now, there on Bath Hill where you grew up, very close to the Bath Hotel. Any recollections of the Bath Hotel when you were a boy?
Oh, man, that Bath Hotel, that yard was like my playing ground. I used to go up there every afternoon. We used to go cut beehive, shoot dove with caterpillar. Catapult, yeah. Shoot where we catapult. We go up there and I used to just love to go up there. We walk up the rail, we go up there, play hide and seek. We call pirate up, them old time names, we go up there, we play. And all of the boys them in the village, we used to just get up and just go up there and say, boy, we gonna go hang out, gonna go eat guinea, look mango. But mostly we used to go shoot dove.
Yes.
So one day I was up there and I saw this white man, I was shooting dove. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm shooting dove." He said, "This dove, when I shoot this dove is my lunch. My relish, So he tell me, "No, I need you to stop it. It's not, you're harming the birds." So, I kind of stand up, talk with him for a while, and he tell me if I know the building. I said, "Of course I know the building. I live right next door." So he said, I said, "I can give you a tour." I gave him a tour of the place, and he was interested in the hotel. His name was Norman Fowler. And that man, I became his butler. He purchased it from the federal government in Sinkit, the time with Bratcher was alive. And I put him on to a lawyer. He wanted a lawyer in Nevis. I put him on to the Mr. Walwyn. What do you call him?
Eugene?
Eugene Walwyn. Went on with Eugene Walwyn, and then I introduced him to Eugene Walwyn, and then later on, he was satisfied with what he was doing, but he said he wanted a second attorney. And then Sim Daniel at them time was a lawyer as well, and I introduced him to Sim Daniel, and he had a business in Totola, so he was to go and come, and make negotiation, and get involved and buy the property. And one of his good friend here, the lady had owned go there, Miss Barry, Pam Barry, became his good friend. And she used to come by and everything. And then he started to fix up and move furniture in there and everything. And I got a maid for him, a lady from Overbath, her name Miss Romney, was a maid for him, and cook. And he tell me to get guys to hire to clean the trees them. The old man beard, he didn't like to see the old man beard in the tree. He said those like termites, you got to get them out the tree, So even if we used to make like a 10 US a week, that was a lot of money for us in them days. It was a lot of money, a lot of money for us. And we used to happy. And when you go and you tell them, boy, hey, how you come? I got a job for you. But they could climb tree on the tree. And one time, me and I'll get a fall out of the tree. Me and I'll get a fall out of the tree. Boy, they had shocked me back up, brother. Yeah, but thank God I'm around. Yeah, and he finally got the place purchased, and then he was moved back here, and he, from Totola, and he had his boat.
So he was living at the Bath Hotel?
He was living upstairs at the Bath Hotel, yeah, man. He had fixed it up good, everything, bedroom, paint up, got it nice up, fix it up, and, he was living in there, and sometimes I go up and I even used to sleep up there with him. He had a Volkswagen, and he had a captain that was captain his boat, a guy from Sinkita named Conscience. And Conscience moved over here, and the first Volkswagen that ever came to Nevis, but that gentleman had bought it. It was a white Volkswagen. And that's the first time I see a Volkswagen in my life as a little boy growing up. But there was a man had named Mr. Hanna. He used to live over down there where Henky lived. He used to have a place called the Nook, right across here. Yeah, Mr. Hanna became acquainted with him and his friend, you know. So he used to like do business with Mr. Hanna. You know, he had, I think they called Choice Food, it used to call. The Nook. I think it was the Nook.
Nook.
The Nook. I think it was the Nook, yeah. And, you know, so that's part of it. But the sad part of the story, knowing the gentleman, you know, I used to be, like I said, his butler. He loved the hot stream. He used to go and bathe. They had from number 1 down to number 5.
That's the bathhouse.
The bathhouse.
The bathhouse.
The old bathhouse.
Yes.
Yeah. And he went to St. Kitts to sign up some documents. And when I did not go with him, I stay over and look over the property. So he went down on his boat and he came back over. And when he came back over, he said to me, he's not feeling well. And I said, you're still going down to the bath? He said, yeah, he need to go to the bath. He went to the bath and I went back up. And when I come back down, I heard somebody make a noise. Say, boy, the man fall in the bath. He dead. Them time, I think it was a joke. But it was a reality. He probably had a heart attack. Well, they did not do autopsy. At that time, Dr. Louisi was the doctor. And them days there, I can't drive. Is one we had to go up there by the hospital, which part he lived there, used to live right in the front gate there, and call and ask to get the doctor to come. And then doctor and the police had come at that time and, you know, take him out. And yeah, he was dead. And after that, everything had stayed there because all of his family were overseas. So I had to close down the hotel until his family and him come and stuff like that. Yeah, but he was buried right here in Nevis. They didn't take his body back. They buried right. So as you're going through the gate at the entrance of the cemetery, right on the right-hand side, that's his tomb right there. Norman Fowler.
Persons had free access to the bath stream. What about the bathhouse? Was
Well, in them days, they like how he had owned it. It's like if tourists and so come, he don't charge a fee. But the local people had preferred to go down in the hot bath.
Yes.
Because in those days, you know, everybody bathing naked as the band. You know what I mean? It's just, well, now things change now, you know. Your people wear boxer and bathing suit and pants and things. But in those days growing up, everybody got in the hot water bath and
That's below in the actual bath.
yeah, in the
The
actual,
thing wasn't there yet.
yeah. No, the shed been there all the time. The shed was old historical, but he had fixed up that.
Oh,
The
okay.
bathhouse itself, he had fixed up that as well.
Uh-huh.
That had destroyed a couple of years ago by fire. Somebody had lighted a fire
Yeah,
and
yeah,
burned it down, you know. But it was maintained. It was a whole structure. You could have walked down, opened the door, go in and everything. And he used to welcome anybody. Yeah, I mean, he used to even had a satellite thing there that you spying glass to look up at the moon at night time and stuff, you know. And you
What
could,
year was that? How all this happening?
that was, boy, I was 15 years at that time.
That's in the late 70s.
In the late 70s, in late 70s, going up there.
Oh,
Yeah, in the late 70s, going up there. Yeah, in the late 70s. I think in that time there, Stephen was in government, Sim Daniel was in government. You had, what the man, Bamin Swanston was in government. Whether there was in, you know, there was a, you know, they had those people at that time. Them is who I know was in
the NRP.
NRP. I think it was NRP. Yeah, it was NRP. At them time, you know, you had people like Harris Leiber, the supporters. You know, you had vast amount of, you know, elderly people and so, you know. And well, my father was a straightforward man. He wasn't telling you no nonsense. He'd tell you plain, all I know about you to vote for NRP. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But you know, as life move on, you know, things changes in life, and you know, people change. You know, right now, I don't know the attitude of some of the people there right now, but you don't know what to think.
Where you used to practice the
Cakewalk
cakewalk, yeah?
over at Kongshell. My father used to run Kongshell.
Oh, you used to run.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
they used to get dances out there and so.
Yep. Actually, he was the first man to bat Burning Flames here to Nevis.
Wow.
Burning Flames came to Nevis 3 times, and my father brought them here. to Nevis. My father didn't even go to Antigua. My father do his business through Barclays Bank, which used to be right up this road here. With the man Titley, I think his name was John Titley. Yeah, and you know, and Chris Morton was my father right hand. I mean, like doing the business and everything, you know, make sure everything do and stuff like that. And my father went constantly bring bands like Jam Band, 17 Plus, you know, all them kind of band here, you know, Ellie Matt used to come up, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. All the Small Axe band, Mr. Wall was his, you know, all them band used to bring over from Sinking. In them days, the dance was dance.
And I remember after the big shows for Culturama, everybody head over.
Everybody had in
for
Conch
the
Shell.
big dance.
Everybody had in Conch Shell. I'm telling you, I see when Born in Flame 3 nights in a row, back to back. People sleeping up in the pavilion who come over from Sinkit. Hundreds of people ain't going back down because the next day, Friday night dance, Saturday night dance, and rampack. Them days, you can't get them days now, man. Everybody can't to the call them, everybody good old days, but you don't can't get them days now.
Your mom used to do a shop over back?
Yeah, man. My mom had a little shop right where my shop is right now, a little blue wood shop, and she run that for years, man. That's what she really husband.
Where you used to sell there?
She used to sell her back and neck. She specialized in fried back and neck. She used to do chicken. She used to do bread pudding, potato pudding. She sell tart. She sell cake. She sell all kind of things. Them days was it Bryson and ginger beer. And you know, them things that she used to do. And lemon lady. And she run her restaurant for a lot of years too. I mean, like Dr. Diaz used to eat by my mom right by the upstairs and downstairs place there. You know, Stuart William, Keith Atherton, all them cricketers and things. The boy, they love my mother hand. You love your mother hand. Yeah, man, a lot of people used to, you know, acknowledge her and used to support her.
Yeah, you didn't mention fish, but she didn't do fish.
Oh man, that's the main thing she got that. Her husband was a fisherman.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And it's one thing with him.
I hear you mention chicken and all that.
One thing with him, he always clean his fish down a bay. He don't bring them home to clean no fish in the yard. He clean them down a bay. When he clean them home, all he gonna say, Flo, I done salt them, they're there for you.
Yes.
And that's usual, cold pot out the door, boom, come go catch the fire.
Yes, okay.
Fried fish, Johnny cake. Yeah, man, yeah.
Okay.
I used to grate potato pudding where you got to grate pumpkin, coconut,
And potato.
Or make potato pudding. But when that they done, I so glad that because you got teeth have a slice. Yeah, man, those were the days. Those were the days.
Yeah, just to remind everyone that you know, we are with Mr. Myron Liebert.
Door.
But the door. I keep saying Liebert. Okay, all right. Affectionately known as
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah,
Okay. Can't go wrong with Boom, right?
A
Can't
fisherman,
go wrong with Boom.
an entrepreneur.
Right.
Yeah,
Division Fisherman and more.
Yeah.
And he's sharing with us. Let's just quickly acknowledge those who have joined us on the Facebook wall. We say good morning to all. Wanda Brown, she's in. Rosalind Hale. Okay, Gwen Williams.
Morning, Rhonda. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good.
And Gwen Williams is saying, Boom, I'm happy to see you. You know her? Gwen Williams.
Gwen?
Yes.
Gwen or Gwyneth?
Gwyneth, yes.
Gwyneth,
Yeah. And she said, Boom, so. If you say Boom, she got to be that she knows you, right?
She knows me. She knows me very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Maybe she
Very
wants
well.
to talk to him. Just
Yes.
She knows me very well.
Right. Sydney Stapleton is in. Okay.
Tell I say
Kathleen
hello.
France, Ivan Jeffers.
I think she wants to talk to you, Boom. Let's see.
Yes. Annette Morton. Yes, go ahead.
Good morning, you on the good old days.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you on the good old days.
Good morning, all. How is everybody?
Hi, Rhonda. We're good. Long time. Nice to hear you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm off today, so I'm relaxing.
Oh, praise the Lord. Good to have you with us. Too bad you couldn't be in the studio.
Ask the house, but he is so early indoor.
That's my sister, my first sister.
Not the house again. Well, me and Early was in the same class. We was classmates. I don't eat up so much of your mother back in it. I
Okay.
used to come over there. 'Cause we went to high school and Early was friend. And she used to bring the back in the canteen for me. I used to go over there and get them.
So where you living now?
From St. Martin, Florida.
Oh.
But I'm a Navy John.
Yeah, but
Went to
the question I
Charleston.
asked you, where are you living now?
I don't even know. I think Florida. My heart, I live here, but my heart is St. Martin. So.
Arlene is in Atlanta.
Yeah, but
Arlene live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to see her. I'll get in touch with her. She was my
Yeah.
classmate.
Yeah, she was down here last culture Rama. We had a little family reunion, so she was down here.
And you had another sister too, right? Younger than Arlene?
Sylvie living in Connecticut, and Sharon live in Texas. I know she's listening because Walter tell me to send her a WhatsApp. She answered me back. And I know she's sitting down. Good morning, Sharon and Carl. I hope you're all right.
Well, I would like to see Arlene again. Well, when you talk to Arlene, say say hi for me, tell her Rhonda.
Okay.
She remember me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the best. I
So
know
where
well.
in Nevis you've been hailed from? Which village?
The best village.
Which one is the best village?
Cotton Ground.
Cotton Ground?
Yeah.
I would agree with you because I have a boy and a girl live over there. I have two daughters. I have two daughters, a daughter and a son. My son name is Divan. My daughter name is Myra. They're from the Jeffers family, from the Jeffers. Right next to the Methodist Church. Yeah, down Cotton Ground.
Oh, yeah, I know them, Diane and those West people down there. There's a distant cousin of mine.
Oh,
you whole of Cotton Ground is one family.
Yep,
When I'll come over there, get a good wife over there.
Don't call me name Rhonda. Don't call me name tall.
You want a good woman, you go Cotton Ground, you get them. They cook, wash, clean, do everything. Put in bed, everything. Ask Fred.
Ask me?
Yeah.
Okay, Rhonda. Thank you for your input. Thanks for calling.
Have a good day.
Have a good Saturday. Don't forget to tell
Yeah, I'll give all the as soon as I get out of here, I go on WhatsApp and I go send her.
Yes.
She sent a message this morning to say Charlestown Secondary School is celebrating their 75th anniversary. I did not know that, so I read it this morning. Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Charleston Girls School and I went to Charleston Secondary School, so I know very well.
Oh, okay, all right.
Anyway, take my number from Ren and send it to her, okay?
Okay.
Ren have my number. He have everything for me.
All right, okay, I'll do that.
Okay then. I listen to you off here, okay?
Okay,
All right.
have a good day.
Thanks.
Okay then.
Another caller
Bye-bye.
is on.
Bye.
Thank you.
Just
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
You got another call.
Yes. Go ahead.
Good morning, caller. You on the good old days? Hello? Try again. Good morning on the good old days. I think you missed that call.
Yes.
Caller, you could always give us a call back.
Yes, give us a call back. Caller? Okay. Right. Yes, you can. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, caller. You on the good old days?
Good morning, Cousin Ren.
Hi, Gwen. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Cousin Chesley.
Good morning, morning.
Good morning, neighbor Boom. Boom, neighbor Boom. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good.
It's so good to hear your voice. So good to hear your voice.
Yeah. Boy, I've been remembering your mother curry chicken. I sat down by Mama and the scent blowing down there. Oh, my God. And every Saturday especially, we got to go by Miss Joe and get them chicken and all that good stuff. She was a good cook, man.
Yep,
Sweet
she was.
food, sweet food.
Yep. Just the other day, one of the cricketer Keith Atherton, I saw him and he said, boy, I miss Auntie Flo. You know Auntie Flo, they just call her. She said, I miss Auntie Flo, boy. I miss Auntie Flo food. Them young people, the chicken smell, they ain't seasoned properly, and he said, boy, the old people them gone by.
Yes.
All the old people.
Auntie Flo and Daddy Door.
Yep,
Oh my
Daddy
gosh.
Door.
Those were the staples.
That's
in
his
Bath
nickname,
Village.
Daddy Door. Everybody call him Daddy Door. Daddy Door.
Yeah. Anyway, it's nice to see you, Boom.
Yeah.
You take care.
Nice to hear your voice, man. Have a good day.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, caller.
Thank you, Gwen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Now you get me in trouble.
Yes. Okay. Well, just to let our listeners and our viewers know that we're going to be asking one or two questions based on the what we shared this morning. Okay, so you can win 1 or 2 prizes.
Make
Basically, at the top of
make
the
sure you
hour.
listen to Boom carefully.
Yes, I don't know if we want to give away a pound of fish or something or whatever the occasion, but we do have some prizes that we're going to give away. Yes, yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Good morning, caller. You in the good old days?
Good morning, Ren. Good morning to all of the good old days.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
We want to say good morning to your guest there,
Boom.
my rival in high school,
Your rival?
Mr. Stevely Doe.
What you do?
Stevely Doe.
What mischief you do to him in high school now?
No, we used to be little rivals over the high jump, the high jump rod, you know. Boom used to
Beat you all the time.
he used to somersault over the net, over the rod.
Beat you all the time.
Man, I gonna tell you what happened.
Tell the truth, no man.
I gonna try to follow Boom, and I injured my back.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
I remember that.
Yeah, I learned from that. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, yeah, stay in your lane. You see, there was a technique to it, you know. There was a technique to it. It just,
Yeah.
I used to do it with the scissors way, and I realized I was like, it was kind of straining me in a way.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and the easiest way that I find out to do it was to hit the gong hard, up
yeah.
and over.
I think that was a cheaper way of doing it too.
Cheaper way, of course.
Yeah,
Because you're not hitting a rad. You're not hitting a rad. Because your head going over first, and then your body just flip over.
I could remember they used to sell a thing in the drugstore called heat, and to be able to run sports there, that's why I had to put the on, boy.
Oh. So where you at now? Where you at? Where you are?
I'm home. I'm right here in Nevis.
Oh, in Nevis. Oh, okay.
Never went anywhere except holiday.
Oh, except holiday. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's a long time I didn't see you, man.
Yeah, I remember running sports day, doing everything, and then from that heat, I could remember Good Friday. We went down to Cane Garden to retrieve a kite, and when we coming back up, the sun behind me, and I feel the heat kicking, boy. Sun back then, the heat kicking, the heat still there. But when the sun hit me back, boy, he kicking.
Yeah.
Anyway, boom.
Yeah.
You know your father as Daddy Doe.
Uh-huh.
I think you should speak for yourself. Everybody else know him as Uncle Darrell Doe.
Yeah.
Uncle Darrell
That's
Doe.
what I just said a while ago. Everybody just call him Daddy Doe. Everybody call him Uncle Darrell Doe.
Uncle Darrell Doe, yes.
Yep.
Okay. One of the things, and I blame you because, boy, and the flood did so many things. Right? You forget the bread and corned beef.
No, not even that. There is so much menu. I mean, mackerel.
Yeah.
Listen here, you know she used to do she mackerel.
Yeah.
She used to do
yeah.
she mackerel. I mean, when the Methodist Church got function, they got food sale, everything. I put on all a 10 pot. Saltfish a Good Friday time, mackerel this, mackerel and boiled potato, sweet potato. Boy. Them things don't happen now, man.
I could remember I had to go to Harold Garage down on Prince William Street to learn mechanics from I was about 7 years old. Every Saturday morning my mother would drop me off there.
Yeah.
And Uncle Darrell used to come in there by, he used to pull up the boat on Gallows Bay.
Gallows Bay, yeah.
I think call dropped.
Yeah,
Call us back when you're ready, caller.
yeah, Gallows Bay. That was the bay. He used to pull up a boat down there.
What kind of boat you had?
A wood boat.
Yes, caller, give us a call back, please.
That's wood boat he had.
He had engine or
No. In them
Oar.
days, it's ore.
it's pure ore he used to
Pure
use?
ore. That's what he was so fit and everything, you know what I mean? Ore. And you see, my father used to do plant cotton too, you know, plant potato. We used to work cotton all the land with my house there. That whole land there, we used to go, when we come from school, we got to do a 3 or 4 row a morning time before you go school, or in the afternoon when you come from school. You got to go over about another piece of land, deal with cotton. Them days there was cotton. My father was a hard working man. He never used to sit down.
At what point did you take fishing seriously, though?
Well, even when I was living in Virgin Gorda, I used to do fishing. I do mostly scuba diving. Scuba diving that's for lobsters, you know. And the fishing, I took up the fishing after my father told me, if you want to learn a trade, stand up over me and watch me. That's how to cut the wire, fish pot. I make my own fish pot. I cut them. I brace them myself. I do all of that. I don't have to hire nobody.
What kind
to
of
do
wood you use for the fish pots?
that. Red cherry stick. They come from the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how you all do get them?
Well, I ain't going in the mountain. I used to pay John Kelly. I got a boy in Barnesgott named Barnaby. That's work at Solid Waste. Yeah, he does supply me.
John Kelly used to support play too?
Yeah, John Kelly used to cut fish pot stick. John Kelly go Hamilton, and he had another man used to live up Hamilton. He had passed away a couple of years ago. He was always on a donkey, and a donkey, and on the side.
Okay, so you stick up in the boom, we're gonna take this call. Go ahead.
Good morning, caller. You in the good old days.
I believe I got cut off there, man. I didn't even realize until a while after.
Yes.
You cut yourself off, man.
Yes.
How far was I?
I don't recall, but you're talking to boom.
You were talking about the food, what the name Daddy Door? You there?
Hello? I think Carl must be under the truck, man. He ain't working with his phone today.
Carl Manager?
Yeah.
Carl, yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, boom. You're talking about the ore.
Yeah. Those days, them ore, you come with a flatbed made out of wood, right? You get the wood from the mountain as well, them wood there. And my father used two of them. One is called an after ore and a bow ore. So, you know, one pull, one shove. One pull, one shove. One pull, one shove.
Okay, let's take this call, boom. Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. You in the good old days.
All right, good morning again, Red. It's not me this time. It's the phone's acting up.
Yes, okay.
I know you like to go up on the roof and thing and call in and get in all kind of problem. So
I hear that. No. I'm not on the roof. I'm on the ground. I'm grounded today.
Okay.
you on the truck.
Carl Mother used to
On top the truck.
used to buy fish. My father used to supply his mother with fish every Saturday. She come down the bay.
Yeah. Boom. I was talking about that, and that's all that I said when the phone cut out.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah. 3 pounds of fish every Saturday morning.
Every
right?
Saturday morning.
Every Saturday morning.
Yep.
I used to have to go to Harold Garage
Yeah.
down at the back of Shakatak, down at Prince William Street.
Yeah.
And my instructions were not to leave there until midday. But that went through 1 year and come out the next because you know you have a gallows there. And when the boat come in, help haul up the boat, and I lost my mother when Mr. Doe come in, and he used to sell his fish across the street from Johnite.
Yep.
Alongside that galvanized building that
Yep.
CDC, William Company used to own. Yep. And once my mother don't get to 3 pounds of fish, any lobster or anything like that, my Uncle Darrell saving them for my mother. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's why they say the fisherman used to give away the lobsters.
Yep.
Not now.
Not now.
Man.
Lobster now is money, boy. I mean, I remember when I came in here, when I came back to Nevis and I started to go dive lobster with a cousin of mine. His name was Buckley Doe. He passed away about a year and a half ago, Buckley. Yeah. And we go out. We used to go out and we dive lobster and we come in, we sell lobster for like $10 a pound.
Yeah, man.
$10 a pound. Well, now, you want lobster now, it's $20 a pound for a lobster.
Listen, Buckley used to supply me with turtle shell.
Yeah. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of those I caught myself in my shop.
Yeah. Until they ban the use of turtle shell for
they ban them. Yeah.
Okay. So we just have to
come turtle.
Yeah, forget about that.
Yeah.
But I've done some work with the turtle shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and the other part I spoke about was while I was cut off was the conch shell.
Oh.
I've been to a dance about the conch shell.
Boy, Kong Shell, you got so many memories of Kong Shell, right? That if I stay here, we here till 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Kong Shell was the place, boy.
We'll have to take a break and come back.
Yeah, you have to take a break and come back.
Yeah.
Kong Shell was the place, man.
Icy's Brass, Tony and Tampy.
Yep, Tony and Tampy.
And all them foreign bands are coming, boy, I tell you.
Soul Survivors was owned by Pope in them days there, and all of them local band used to play over there. When you hear Queen shut down up the village, boy.
After Kong Shell, everybody
go Kong Shell. Even the Queen show when they're done.
Yes.
All the Queen and them go Kong Shell. Everybody go Kong Shell.
I remember in the early 80s, my first vehicle was a Mini Moke.
Yeah.
When I started off, he had no back seat. It was just a two front seat.
Yeah.
And you should see the Mini Moke loading them in the back, the sailing going out. About 12 or 15 people going to Kong Shell.
Yeah.
Them boys just happy at the back. Yeah, man. Those are the good old days.
Yep.
Okay, caller. Thank you.
You take care, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Boom. yes.
Boom.
I think you were talking about the cherry sticks and so on.
And the
The cherry stick is come from the mountain, like I said. My father used to hire. There was a man, Rafi father. He been named Jack Wallace. He's from Craddock Road, Government Road, I mean. And he had a donkey, and he had a man up church ground again named Kitchener. Named Kitchener. Them they had these donkeys so chain. They got like 6 bonnet stick, like 3 pants one side and 3 pants one side, and hit the donkey pan the bottom. And the donkey will walk from Hamilton to church ground. Come right down and stand up in my father's yard until they come to take off the stick.
Wow.
I witnessed this more than 100 times in my life.
Yes.
More than 100 times. And that's how these men had these donkey chain.
Right.
They know the way. They walk down, and these guys were elderly guys, I mean, a bonnet stick in them days there is like $15.
Right. So donkeys never behave like jackasses back
Donkey, not like these donkeys. These donkeys now behave like jackals. I like in my backyard out there, every night you hear them out there making noise. Me dog them they barking, making noise. Man, it's a pain.
What the sticks though? How the those who cut the sticks, how would they charge for the sticks? How much for a bundle?
A bundle having 25, and
25,
in them days there is like you get a $10 bundle, I say.
Wow.
Now it's $60 and $70 now for a bundle stick.
So one bundle can make about how many fish pots?
One bundle could do a fish pot.
One fish pot?
One fish pot?
Wow.
One fish pot.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
Take a lot of stick to go on a fish pot, especially if it's a Z pot. They have a Z pot and they have a one funnel pot. Some people make box pot. They have different kind of fish pot.
You can make all them?
All of them I can make. All of them. Every one of them. There's none I can't make. And there's none. The other day I cut a whole roll of wire for my brother because, they bought a boat in the States and they have it down here. And I cut out a whole roll of wire. I cut 15 pot out of it.
Wow.
In
A roll of wire could give you 15 pots?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Even
depends
size that
on
they
the
choose.
size of
That
the
they
pot
choose.
you want to choose.
Yeah.
Because you can make a pot like at the stable, small size. You can make some like the man budging, old time budging fisherman. I could let them in a fish pot for budging. How big they used to be. And the height. Them guys, they are Star Wars fisherman, just take the man and sink. He said, these guys don't get no recognition. And these are the men who start out thing.
Oh, but budget is from Craddock Road? Or
Yeah,
just
Craddock Road. Craddock Road. And you see what happened, when I came back here too, and I used to ship lobster overseas. I used to ship lobster to Guadeloupe and Martinique and Saint Martin and Anguilla. I used to have a plane come in here because, I had Berkeley, my cousin, he had a boat. He used to go out. I do scuba diving. He had a guy named Boomerang in Bourne Spring, they call him. We all used to work, and a guy named Pupil. We used to dive together in one boat, all of us, and we used to put up our lobsters in fish pot. When we got a certain amount, I was the agent. I call them, I tell them, I got 1,000 pound of lobster for you. The fly come in.
Where the plane came from?
Anguilla, you got plane come from Guadeloupe, plane come from Martinique, plane come from Saint Martin. Yeah, they used to bring up the boxes, the cardboard box. Select them banana box. Yeah, you put them in them and you ship them out. And then a couple of years after, one of the person in Guadeloupe had some problem and think he had passed away and he had given it up. Then the guy Gary Claxton had taken over the fishing thing. He started to buy lobster from us, and plane and boat used to come same way to him. You know what I mean? But after they killed Gary, the whole fishing thing went down drain.
So nobody, no export now.
No export going out now. No export. Yeah, no export.
So you do lobster sale, or you?
Yeah, well, I did it in December. Did it twice in December.
And who you sold to?
Golden Rock.
Golden Rock.
Yeah,
okay.
Golden Rock.
Golden Rock has always been buying lobster.
Always stay with lobster.
Always
And Sunshine does buy a lot of lobster from me too. Sunshine they buy a lot of lobster. And they got a few places down on the beach there. I've been getting called like Indian Summer. Indian Summer is one, and what the other one name?
Randy?
No, not Randy. Randy have
Total Time?
Total Time. Oh, what the place over there? Can't remember name.
The fish place over there?
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yatsman Grill.
Yatsman.
Oh, Yatsman Grill.
Yeah, Yatsman.
Let's call.
Good morning, caller. You're on the good old days. Go ahead, please.
Yes, good morning again, Ren. In the lobster export industry, I think the two Tyson brothers were heavily with that. I remember they used to have the storage, one up at the top of Craddock Road, that is Jesco, and one at the top of the high school road there, where Fish has its place now.
Yeah, you're talking about Desmond and Carlton, but they were mostly into the conchs in the first place. They were mostly into conchs. They did lobsters as well, but they were mostly into conchs. Yeah.
They did lobster, conch lobster. They tore them heavily.
Yeah.
I used to pick up the airplane pilots. Bring them in to meet them.
Yeah, isn't it one of them name was Joe James? He was from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and there was another one he was from Dominica, but he lived in St. Thomas. Clint Aero. He used to come in as an Aero commander. That plane, when the plane come in, you know distinctly that's that plane. A plane like the belly one to drag on the ground. Yeah, them Tyson brothers.
The plane had called a Norman Islander. The plane was a Norman Islander.
Yeah, they really carry the load for yeah, man. And when I would pick up the pilots and carry them in and bring them back, them guys bring in their load in pickups.
Yep.
2 or 3 pickup load.
Yep.
You know?
Lot of lobster used to ship out of here, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And there were some times when boats would come in here to Charlestown from Guadeloupe. Martinique and Guadeloupe. French guys come in here some
when that plane had crashed over Newcastle Airport, it was loaded with lobster and fish and conch.
Most definitely. I think that was 19.
I was in high school. We was in class. It's when we hear the plane crash at the airport.
Boone?
No.
Not Boone.
It was a lobster plane.
Oh.
No, not Boone. Boone was a different incident. This one had happened over there where the boy escaped. That's what they call him. Escape. That's why they call him Escape.
He was in the back of the plane.
He was in the back of the plane going Puerto Rico with them.
And he was the only one that survived.
He was the only one living.
Wow.
He had the only one living.
He got the name Escape.
That's how we get the name Escape.
So he suffered any major injuries?
No, I think he had a little booze and cuts and so.
But
But
he lucky.
I don't think.
Yeah.
So I remember I was. I can't remember if that's the one or the other one. I was at the Gingerland Methodist Church this Sunday afternoon when I heard. I think it was Boone.
Boone was on a Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, yeah.
Boone.
Yeah.
He was a good friend of mine. Matter of fact, me and one of his son work in the same hotel in Virgin Garden, Little Dick's. He was a food and beverages manager. But then he went off back to England.
So Carl, where Boone has crashed?
Newcastle.
Right outside the airport. He came up right straight off the exit. He was in some race with Ian Kelsick. Ian Kelsick now, by the way. He said Ian Kelsick has started off, and he went and before he up good, he banked and to go to try and cut down Ian Kelsick, and the wing touched a manganial tree or something, and plane just capsized, kill everybody.
What is this?
Yeah, it was I think a Cessna with the
Yeah.
what you call push and pull.
Who was on Boone plane, Carl?
Pardon?
Who was on Boone plane when he crashed?
Boy, I think he had some doctors from St. Kitts who had come over to Nisbet Plantation for lunch. You know.
So all them had died?
Every single
All
soul
of them.
died on the plane. Every last one of them. I think there were like four of them on board.
Wow.
And they all died. They all perished. That plane, they had an engine in front and an engine behind. We used to call them push and pull.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know the plane, you know, that Boone used to land the plane and the fairway going up to the hotel in Atlanta.
You used to do what? Repeat that?
Land the plane
Mm-hmm.
on the fairway from like coming in from the sea
Mm-hmm.
and land the plane on the fairway coming up towards the hotel in Nisbet.
The same plane?
That same plane.
Wow.
You used to land the plane. They say you used to. No, let me not say that.
You used to pick coconuts?
No. You used to bring it in booze from state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But Boone was a risky pilot, man. He used to, wherever the action is on a good day, like Good Friday or whatever, you on a beach.
When you sit down, he used to fly down like 4 seasons down Penny's Beach. If you
Fly
stand
down,
up,
yeah.
you better lie down Penny sand.
Buzz the crowd and
Pump
down
the
again.
crowd.
Boone, yeah.
I remember in the 90s, I was working in St. Kitts, and there was the people I used to work for asked me if I knew Jeffrey Boone in Nevis. I told them, yeah. They said that the son came to manage. I think it was Frigate Bay Beach Resort.
Yeah.
And he was asking if anybody knew his father. I went to see him, but I don't even know if I don't think I got to see him. But yeah, I knew his father.
Yeah, I worked with him for a number of years. I worked with him for about 5 years. His son.
Yeah, I think his name is Jeffrey too.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
But he went back to England.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, but he was at Frigate Bay Beach for a couple of years.
Yeah. I heard so.
Yeah.
He told me that.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, thank you, caller.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah. Back with you, boom.
Yes, your first boat. When did you own your first boat?
I owned my first boat in Tortola. I had my first boat in Tortola, but I had sold that down there. That was a fiberglass.
What was the name of your boat?
Name of my first boat?
Yes.
In Tortola? No, the one here. The one here named Boom Seafood.
Name
what?
Boom Seafood.
Boom seafood.
Boom seafood.
Boom Seafood?
Boom seafood.
Okay.
You seen it? Yeah, you seen it.
All right. And the naming, how did you go about naming that boat? Very interesting.
Well, I named Boom. They
Yeah,
call me
but Boom Sea.
And that was seafood.
Boom
And
Sea. Oh,
I-
Boom
I-
Seafood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it's Boom Sea.
Wait, Wait, think it's just
No. Boom Sea.
I was a little
No, I
Boom.
will get
Yeah.
in trouble for that.
I was a little scared. I know.
Yeah, I will get in trouble for that. No, it's after I had that second boat. I bought it from Tortola, bring it up here. One of my uncle had gave it to me, and I had it in an inboard engine. But that inboard engine was killing me, man. It was every minute something happening. And one day I talked to the mechanic. I tell me, boy, the best thing for you to do is to take out this engine here and go down TDC and go buy 2 outboard engine. And I did that. And I still have my 2 outboard engine. Yeah, and the boat Boom Seafood is still there.
Is working right now? Or?
No, some repairs need to be done on it right now.
Oh, okay.
Since the COVID, it had get damaged. The stern had get damaged. And I went to TDC and asked what I asked them how much for a sheet of marine plywood. They tell me $1,000. 1,000. And they don't have any.
But they know the price.
They know the price, and they don't have any. And I'm telling you that like 7 years ago, I tell you now, can't get none. So the only thing,
You tried sink it?
Sinke don't have it neither. The marine place in Sinke don't have it. But someone told me that in Anguilla, they have a guy who does live in Sinke. It's somewhere in back of Sinke, Sandy Point or the other, who have a place, does sell it. He does order them for people. But I never get to venture down because I can't take on over there. No, I can't take on over there. Yeah, but that's what it is.
Yeah, so that was boat number one. I mean, what about boat number two?
We still have bomb
You still have
seafood.
it.
I still have bumps.
So you
Yeah.
don't want another? You don't? Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
My boat is sitting right there where my mother used to live, right downstairs there. The white boat right there. And you see on the side of it, it said Boom Seafood.
Have you been able to encourage the youngsters to get into fishing? How
Why?
difficult it is?
That they're just like the cakewalk dancing. You can't get young people them to go up and see. Can't get them to go up and see. Who know? Go out there and they start to vomit. They're talking about shark. And every time I scuba dive and every time I dive lobster, I see shark every time I dive.
Boom, you use
Scuba diving tank.
you
Scuba,
use tanks with
scuba
it,
gear.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you never dive free yet without the tanks.
Yeah, I dive
You
free
also-
naturally, yeah. I just do a lot of work underwater here, you know, for Delta and stuff.
Oh,
Like during the last hurricane season, one of the boat been knocking down by Van Radio over there. And Abba, who just pulled the hose of the boat, he had called me, Delta, and I went out there and spent a whole 7-8 hours out there before we could get it off.
the hose.
Yeah, the boat
Or the boat.
was sitting on a sandbank.
Okay.
So the captain needed to know what direction to pull it back, the depth of the water and all that kind of stuff.
And y'all got you.
Yeah, we got
The
you.
boat was damaged?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that way. So you do that, you know, I just do, I do free diving too, you know. But with the scuba diving, you got a little more access, easier for you, you know, because you go down like 70, 80 feet of water, you know what I mean? So you stay down and you can stay down longer. You maneuver, get around to the lobster.
Okay, well,
You're talk.
Go-
Sorry,
go-
just
go- go ahead, go
you're
ahead.
talking about seeing sharks every time you dive. Boom. What's your reaction?
Me action? Just like I'm watching you.
You just watch the shark and tell them good morning.
Just say, tell them good morning. When I finish, I say, anyway, see you another day.
yes. Okay.
Thank God.
You're not afraid of them?
No. You cannot want to work and see and be soft, have a soft heart. You have to have a hard heart. And you got to be strong. You cannot be coward. Because any little second, a lot of fishermen I know who get the bends. Like you've heard about the bends. Because when they see a shark, like a hammerhead shark or tiger shark or the most dangerous shark, you know, they kind of panic, get scared, and
Wanna
then
get
they
up
want
surface.
to get up the surface fast. You cannot do that. You cannot go beyond your bubble. You have to stay under your bubble. Is a white woman teach me to scuba dive, you know. And I certify as an instructor as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it rush that to get to the surface that
That's what causes the bends. It's like you're blowing air in a balloon, okay? When you're laying the air out of a balloon, you realize what happened? The balloon swivel up, if you just blow air in a balloon, and if you just let go the whole air to go, you see how the balloon swivel up? You just notice it, that the balloon want to fly. It's just so with your body. If you let in nitrogen that goes into your bloodstream, your body is blowing out like a balloon when you blow air in it. It expand. So you need to let that air come out slowly by just going up to the surface as slowly as you can. So don't wait down there. You got 500 pound of air and you're gonna need 1,000 to get up. And you're gonna kill yourself.
Well, Shefton is with us. He has joined us. He did promise that he was going
try
to
and get in before.
get in. So yes.
And so I must apologize for my late entrance into the class this morning, but I couldn't do any better. I couldn't do any better. These are days, even know one thing or the next, the vehicle, if those doors they like.
That's true. When no one thing at the next.
That vehicle, they called on me this morning, and when we finish here, I have a student line up to give lesson at 1 o'clock, so I couldn't let the vehicle stay sitting. I had to get it organized, but I promised that I would try and be here as, before the end. So I am here, and I mean, I just want to say my good mornings to everybody. I can't go to a long list now, and I am certain you have missed me for the last 2 weeks. You see, we have missed the program.
Yes, we missed you indeed.
Last week I was so occupied I didn't even get to take a peep in to see what was going on. The week before that, I saw glimpses of it. I was able to log in every now and again and see. But last week, Now was really, as the old people say, under the guns now. It was a busy week, busy Saturday last week. Yeah, and here again. And I am going to, and I'm going to put us all on notice that maybe I maybe call away for another Saturday or two now and again, because the activities going on at church, Methodist. Some people think that we are very laid back and quiet, but we do a lot of things. So, 'cause last week was Preachers Retreat. Next week, Saturday, we're supposed to have a pray and fast. I will see how that go. Because everyone concurrent with the program time. And the following week after that, we are going to be having our annual revival services. Because of the loss of a tent through weather some months back, the revival services this year are going to be at the Gingerland Methodist Church. It goes from Monday 12th to the Friday of that week. And so, it's ending out an invitation to everybody to be there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And well, on the 18th of May, we have our Aldersgate service, which is kind of like the Methodist anniversary. And on the afternoon of that Sunday the 18th, we are going to be having a cruise and worship on board the party boat Prince Devontage. Tickets are available for $30, and you will bring along your $1 for the wharf, whatever they call it, facility fee. So I'm just putting all that on the table now that I'm here. So it's good to be back again.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well, yes, Mr. Duo, we're going to throw out a question while we continue to engage you on the question. But I'm going to give one, and if any one of you have another question, you can give. All right. The first question is an easy one. Okay. Give the name of Myron's fishing boat that he currently operates. And I hope that nobody has the misunderstanding that I had at the beginning.
Well, just tell them, take the time, talk slow, and sound your words. Yes. Don't mix up anything. Yes. You know, if you're talking joining on, you might come out there.
Okay.
Okay,
You got a call. Good morning, caller, in the good old days.
Boom seafood.
Is it correctly
Boom
seafood.
The word
Yes.
Hold on, the caller talking. Go ahead, caller.
Boom seafood.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, good. All right.
You
Good.
can't want it better than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can
Boom seafood.
yes, can you give us your name and number, please?
667
Yes.
7084.
7084.
For the number.
Okay, yeah, that voice sounds familiar.
Over here too.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. You are a winner.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
Right.
Okay then.
All right, let me share a little quick
Okay,
tip.
hold on. Another call.
Another call coming?
Gone?
Gone.
Okay, the caller's gone. Okay.
They were having a.
Walter, you have to bring your mic a little closer to you, please.
All right. Is that better, sir?
Oh,
Yes.
much better.
Much better.
Is the voice good enough too?
Very good.
Excellent.
All right. There was a talking competition in Antigua some years ago. Back in the old days, they used to have talk, like you come up and you give a speech and they judge you. So this man from a part of Antigua went to the talking competition. And when he reached, he realized he had forgotten his false teeth. And it was too far to go back for his false teeth to compete in the competition. So a guy he was sitting next to said, man, that's no problem, I could help you. And the man pulled some false teeth out of the bag and he gave him and he said, talk. He said, ladies and gentlemen. He said, these are a little too tight. Had a next one, he took those, put in some more. He said, ladies and gentlemen. He said, these are too slack. The man pulled out the next pair of teeth.
Where you get some more teeth from?
We listen. He said, ladies and gentlemen. He said, these are just right. He went up and he won the competition. So in his curiosity now, after he won and got the trophy, he said, are you a dentist? The man said, no.
I'm a mortician.
I'm a grave digger.
I mean, I look for something like that.
want to hear the best boy.
Oh Lord, how bossy.
That's funny. That's real funny.
Oh Lord, what a thing.
That's real funny.
Yeah, how does the future look for fishing though in these parts? The future for fishing.
Well, I had a debate some months ago with some fishermen. And I telling them the problem that we are having around here. And sometimes I even talk to some of those people that stay on shore here and work with the fishery. The other day, Tuesday, I went downtown about a week or so ago. 2 weeks ago. I asked Colin Huggins, well, what you got in there? He said, boy, things are getting hard out there. The man that got 10 pound of fish, he said 7 pound of fish he catch.
Wow.
Another guy came to me and was asking me, telling me, making a complaint, telling me he got some fish back down there, Nags Head, about 25 of them. And he went out and pulled them the other day, and he only catch about 8 pound of fish.
In all those spots.
So what really is going on out there, which it used to happen, it does happen. You got people got trouble with them to put down.
Poachers, yeah.
And they go pull your fish pat, they go along with them, they take out the fish out of them. Sometimes they last them, what we call they drown them, they buoy them, go underwater. So you can't find the pot.
Wow.
But they under this kind of thing, I heard some people remember the fishery there the other day saying about overfishing, and I don't believe in that. You know the reason why? I go where the fish them live. And I see them in school. But they are just not going into the pots and them. You know why? That wire they are bringing from China have eaten too much lead in it. The wire is no good. The wire is no good. The government brought in some the other day, and as soon as they're selling them cheap, and as soon as you burst them, you carry them out there. In the days when wire were coming from England, in my father's days, they had a wire called the plateau wire. These ain't no plateau wire now. These are pure lead. And the plateau wire used to last you sometime a year or 2 years. My father used to bring back in fish pot and brace over with the same wire. You can't do that now with this kind of wire.
So have you raised that concern though? I mean, it seems like a serious
No, it's even if it raises concern, England don't do wire no more.
Okay, so
you don't get England wire no more. You go get wire from Trinidad that come from the same Japan. You get a wire here, Nevis from Laos that came from China. Laos wire come from China. The government wire, what they get in sync there, I don't know exactly where they get it from, if it's Trinidad or they get it from China as well.
But they didn't have some kind of new kind of wire they said that would collapse after a while once like the fish pot get cut away. Is that they're using now?
That's the green wire. But that still doesn't make no sense to me because the wire itself, it doesn't even last you 6 or 7 months. It's a coated wire. You see them green coated wire that they make on fence, right? It's the same kind of wire, but it's a box wire, like a box. Box. It's made as a box. And those wire, they assume that when the fish them go in the pot and the pot cut off, it will take. I see them out there all the time underwater. They stay there, they're rotten, have big holes in them. But you know how much fish done dead and pass away in that? Hundreds of fish, hundreds of pounds of fish done pass away in that. So it's not overfishing. They're encouraging fishermen to get bigger boats. Where are they going to get the money from to get bigger boats? I heard the man they saying the other day, bank now lend money now. The man said bank now lend money now. You got to be up there in big who get money you talk about. You're going to invest a 50, 60, 80, 100 something $1,000. You got to go collateral, you got to put up your house and your land or something like that to go get that. And then the thing about it now, when you go now, go really fishing now, you're encountering another problem by people like stealing your fish pot, pulling your fish pot. So it's a complicated thing. It's not a you can't sleep out there and night time and mind them. You gotta come home. You got your family home, and you can't sleep out there. So even though people are accused and call people name and assume,
you don't know.
No, you don't know because you don't see them. Yeah. So the fishing trade is a hard trade. It's not an easy trade. It's a hard trade.
At that light moment, I wonder if anybody gonna be able to come up with a way to put some camera out there to keep
Well, you could put them on your boat, but that means you're gonna get to be out there
all the time.
All the time. Like my same cousin I talk about, I used to ask him if he lived fancy, the same Berkeley door. I used to ask him if he lived fancy. Because once he come in from diving, that man turn around, just go get something to buy to work with for overnight and fishing all overnight, catching snapper, stay out until overnight and come in the morning like 5 o'clock. Get whoever who sell his fish and thing. And let me tell you about fish. In those days, this man is bringing all 3-4 cooler fish.
Wow.
Snappers and so on. Not now. You not see nobody now. The Spanish them come here now, them are bringing this thing. And the thing is, they don't know the areas around here like how we know. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't encourage people, and not bad talking them, but I don't encourage people to buy fish from them because they go get poison. They've done it already, happen already. Bring in poison fish and sell hotels.
How would you know that the fish is poison?
How would you know the fish is poison?
Yeah.
Well, it's like somebody said you got to eat it to know.
Without eating it. Can you tell without?
No, you could tell without, well, the old time fashion style, what I used to hear my father say, right? If you see fly, now follow the fish.
Something wrong.
But while you see fly land on it, that's it. You could open in the gill of the fish, and you could look in there and put your nose to his mouth and smell in there. And while he smell brassy, you know what brass smell like?
Okay.
Smell brassy, get rid of that.
Wow.
That's two of the technique that I have learned.
They've also said, Boom, that there's a certain area out there where the fish feed.
But that's what I was talking about. There's a place called Barnsgut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Barnsgut?
Yes.
Barnsgut, they call it.
Oh, we're on the rock. We're on the bank.
Well, they're close right there to Redonda Rock.
Oh, I see.
But it's called Barnsgut.
Oh.
Just the other day, I know a gentleman get turned back with about 150 something pounds.
Wow.
A fish went there. And he know that because the moon was high, that's worse. Them fish could poison you, kill you dead.
No, when you say get turned back, what does that mean?
When to sell them to a hotel and you get turned back because the fish them was poison.
They suspected something? They suspected something, the hotel people?
Well, it's like the person who is in charge, who does collect the stuff them, somebody told him, make a call, tell them, this man say you head to Ayo with these fish, do not buy them. Because it's like, they know he went Barnsgut. It's just like when you see monkey come go thief your mango, you see what monkey got a watchman first, you know. The monkey look all around and call, and then he tell them, you come, let's go. You know?
Nobody in there.
Nobody in there.
Yeah.
So,
that could be dangerous if they had purchased the fish and...
That could be, would have been.
It would have been. It happened. It happened up at Golden Rock before.
Yeah, I heard of that.
It happened up at Golden Rock.
Yeah.
I know of that because I supply them with lobster. And when I said to them, you all have to know who are you taking fish from. You have to know. These Spanish come in batting them, right? But they come in here and they are the one. Them sleep over every night of fishing, and I come in the morning. God knows where they're going. People do testing going out. Like, I try here today, may not get nothing there. Let me go try there tomorrow. But these are places where I go for years. And I know the quality and the kind of fish there.
Boom. Are you in a position to share one of your most memorable moments at sea?
Well,
yes, sir.
I was out diving. It was a July 25th, was the opening day of Culturama.
What year?
Last year gonna make 25 years. And the boat with 4 of us in it turned over. Weather turned bad, and we had to start swimming. I was the only one having a dive suit. 'Cause I dive professionally. I don't go out there with just a t-shirt and a pants. I buy my own dive suit. I just order my suit. And when the boat turned over, I was under the water. Two of my cousins, Buckley and his brother, was up in the boat. Buckley was the captain. My other cousin, we just call him Teely, his name Major. And he was in the boat, and the other diver, pupil, Paris, I guess you know him. You maybe hear the name.
Yeah.
He was in the boat too. All the life jacket in the boat turned over. When they do the turn over, I like from here to maybe by the nook. When I come up from the boat, because the boat was going along with the wave, you know, the engine can't start, and the boat on its bottom, so the two guys on the bottom of the boat. So happened, people were a little closer to the boat, so he get on to the boat, and I tell him, you got to leg of the tank. What you going to do with the tank? The boat turn over, how you going to get it in there? So I had a piece of rope when I get to the boat, the rope that we have up in the bows of the boat, the anchoring rope, right? And I tell them, I'm going to loose that out. Let me leg of the anchor so the boat could get hooked. So in case we got to call for help, I'll look for help.
Okay.
You know? I didn't wait for that, you know. After I get the boat anchor and the hook, I tell them I going that way. I swim in, right? I give them the life jacket out to the boat, tell them put them on. So when they see me serious, all of them go, we abandon the boat, leave it there, floating. It wasn't underwater, it was floating. About 15 to 20 minutes, I hear people say he cramp. So I ain't going, but he got holy. He bigger than me. He might look to pull me down, because I trying to swim too. I trying to go look for help, because I was the more thing one to go look for help, you know. The little one now, boy, I'd feel for he. And you know, here the last man come and show swim for about 9 hours, coming over like the same cousin of mine, Buckley brother. His name is Teely. He got a daughter, Janicia, work at Social Security.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Janicia father. Yeah. You know, and I feel so sorry I had to left them, but I was trying to look for help. In about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I swim in, right? There was a boat coming, like a badge. A badge was coming from Antigua way, coming across, right? And I hear the boop, 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 boop sound, boop, 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 boop sound. So I stand up in the water on my feet and I look back. And it was like maybe about 200, 500 yards from me. And I wave my hand and I see the people them up on it because they pass the boat behind. So they say, somebody got to be in trouble. And they saw me. And it's a badge. And when the badge takes so to turn, I swear the badge now come back. They say you pass me, the badge go all the way, go round in a circle, like nearly the whole of Charlestown before he reach back. And when he reach back, they lay down a wood ladder. And then I tell Buckley, you go on, go up. Tell pupil, go up. And then I went up last. Pat Claxton was the agent for that badge. Okay. And then when we get up in the boat, I tell them, we get in a little problem out here, and boom, 3 of us on board, but one of them still missing.
It's called Bamboo. Yes, it's stick up in there.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller, in the good old days.
Hey, good morning, Ren.
Good morning.
Hey, I called to say I remember vividly that incident.
You were there?
No, but I remember when it happened. And when we had just about given up on the last young fellow, and just, hoping for the best but fearing the worst. Fella make it a show somewhere over Brownhill Bay side.
Yep.
I start walking into town.
Wow.
When man see man walking in there, it was like a miracle, man.
What happened there, right? When I was home by my place, right? I was all right, and Buckley was all right. Me and Buckley were there. So I tell them, man, right? The distance I see Teely was swimming, right? And the way he was going, cause he tell me afterwards that he saw the Coast Guard come around here and the weather get worse, and the Coast Guard man they were covered, they discontinued the search. And I tell a guy named Eustace Claxton, he's my neighbor, and he live in Tatola now. I tell him, drive you pick up, go along past a lighthouse, you're going to find Teely, you come up out there on the rocks and them. So said, so done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The man was walking, and when he come there, I tell him, carry him to the hospital for observation. The man been swimming a long time. You know what I mean? And then they took him to the hospital, and they didn't even keep him. He was just observation.
I find from past experience, the Coast Guard just give up too easy.
Give up too easy, man.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with them Spanish off a station down there the time. For 2-3 days they down there. 2 of them had died.
Yeah. I remember one Sunday, I hear walking at my house, and I heard a fellow radio operator in Montserrat conducting a rescue, a search and rescue thing.
Uh-huh.
And the Coast Guard was up there around Redonda because they told them they were above Redonda.
Yeah.
But for the whole day, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I decided to get involved. And I was here looking, and I couldn't see anything. I eventually see something white, but that thing was so far away from Redonda. And I thought it was white cap. Until my wife said, yeah, she see them. And when I go, it's the same white. I said, well, that can't be white cap. And the Coast Guard had already decided to return to Bastille.
Same thing I said.
And I called them and I told them, do not return. I know the name of the boat, and I know that these guys are ardent fishermen. They're out there all the time. I hear them all the time. I do not believe it's a gimmick. And during that time was when my wife decided, she saw. And when I came, I confirmed, because I saw it earlier and can't be white cap the same place.
Yeah, white cap does roll off.
Yeah, it turned out it was a boat, and I had to direct the Coast Guard where to go.
Oh, that's good.
I had to tell them, come all the way up to the racetrack, and I will direct you out. And they're right on top of the boat. They couldn't see the boat because the boat was a blue hull with a red top, orange top. White top. So all you could see is a white house. No, the top was orange, but the house was white.
Yeah.
All you could see was the house. And it's very close to the water. So eventually they brought them into Charleston.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Guys from Antigua.
Yeah, they were from Antigua.
Yeah, since that I went to Antigua and I saw the gentleman, man. I live on a boat with rats and everything. I bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was a good experience to be able to.
Mine, I wouldn't say mine was good. I mean, I thank God I survived, but I wouldn't call it, it's not a good experience.
No, he means
good in the sense that we were able to get the Coast Guard to hold on and go and do the rescue.
Oh, okay.
Indeed out there.
Huh?
The badge brought you into Nevis?
Well, the badge came as far as to the Deepwater Port, and the Coast Guard was coming back. So we call on the radio and they say they're going to take us off and bring us in. And the Coast Guard bring us in. You don't want to sit down there with nigga?
Right.
When you see incident like that happen to see and people know who you are, even if they don't know you, people show up. I tell you, hundreds of people down there. I remember one man come there, start to ball, hug me up. Pum, you alright? I tell him, yeah man, big good. Big good. I say, I only feel hot in my suit, so I got to just take it up.
Those incidents could be real emotional, man.
Yeah, man, emotional, yeah.
You cannot get to me
and
now.
You could imagine, right? When I go home, I see my mother break down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, boom. All right, take it easy, boom.
Yeah,
thank you.
Take care, man. Thanks.
So the guy was swimming for how long?
He swam to about 9 hours, I tell you.
Serious?
Yeah, 9 hours, non-stop. I mean, he shot, actually, I tell him, only thing you don't let go is the life jacket. Don't let go that because that is your livelihood. You can't let go that. But he had on a long sleeve shot, so he buzzed off the long sleeve shot. That was keeping him back, you know. And he was just floating, paddling. He had on nothing. I was the only one who had on fin. And I had my mask with my snorkel, you know. But I wasn't even using that. The dive suit I had is like a floating device. It float me because I had to dive with a weight belt to keep me down under the water. Yeah. But that was an experience, boy.
And how long after did you go back to the sea?
The next day.
Next day?
Next day.
The next day, boom?
Next day.
What is this?
Next day.
You're a warrior, man.
Next day. The next day we get another boat. I tell them I got orders for lobsters. We go in and see.
So they went with you again?
Yeah, the same captain. But we use another boat. Go.
And pupil went again?
Well, he never been out there. He been look like he been kind of afraid.
After a while.
What about the guy? The guy who's from?
Oh yeah, man. He
He
said,
went by the same name?
well, you know what he tell? You know what he tell? He girlfriend at that time. He tell her, listen, I left you home. I coming back. That's all fish there. Not going nowhere. Yeah,
Yes.
the man swear to God, then he had the 3 children, and he said he children them was in front of he, and he said, well, nothing bitey.
Yes.
He heading home. Yeah.
Yes. All right. But we have a note from Jam Fabs. You know her?
Oh.
Jennifer Fabs.
From over the bar.
Yeah.
She said, I thought that I didn't know you by your real name. But when you say boom, I know exactly who you be. She says she's in Connecticut and she says Sylvia sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's nice to hear you. And you might remember me staying with my great aunt, a very light skinned and tall lady. Her name was Miss Knight.
Yeah.
You know Miss Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. Also known as Aunt Bertha.
Boom, know everybody, man. Boom, know everybody over bad.
And Janet Wellhall would have commented, she said, boom, good to see you. Your sisters used to play netball also.
Yeah, Sharon.
Yeah,
Sharon.
yeah.
Sharon was the
Yes,
star.
yes.
Sharon was
Yes,
the
yes.
star in netball, yeah.
All right, and there were others who would have joined us. Adele Dua, she said, cousin boom.
That's my cousin.
Between you. All right, Gwen, with dear Florence. Sharon and Brista, do you know this person?
That's my sister.
I know. I know.
I hi to Sharon,
Yes.
she's listening.
And Evan Jeffers, Evan Chance, okay. Carl Paris, greetings to the good old days family. Great memories as usual. Boom, a legend and a great family history. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sharon Tyrrell is in with us. Amicy Stanley. Okay. Let's see who knew. Sandra Willett. Okay. James Richards. Wow. Okay. They're really enjoying the moment. Yes.
Thank you all for listening.
Thanks for
Being with us.
listening, man. Thanks for
Your
listening.
final words, we know we have to go.
Yeah.
You watch the clock. A fisherman always watches the clock, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yes.
I could watch up in the sun, up in the sky and tell you the time too.
Wow.
Yeah, and it does it accurately. There's there and see sometimes I forget the days.
Oh, yeah.
You don't got a phone to work with. You got to deal with the sun. You could tell when it's 5:30.
Yes.
Now you could put your phone alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning and you get up. But before the alarm come on, I done up.
Okay. Yes.
Well, it was nice being here and sharing, a little bit of history that I know. Huh? It's the first time, and I hope I will come back at another
Of
time.
course, of
sometime,
course.
I like to do interview. I did one, the last one I did with Almond Dason. And that was about an hour long. And it was up at the Bath Hotel. We did it.
Okay.
We went upstairs, and I did a cakewalk dance for him. He wanted me to show.
wow.
I did a cakewalk dance and everything and so forth.
Okay. We have another call. I'll always his call.
Good morning, you're on the good old days.
Yeah, good day.
Good day.
The only woman I know from all bad was a absent.
Hello, you got something,
Something in the background.
You have something playing in the background. Could you turn it down, please? Or move away from it. It's impairing the call. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Berkeley was my cousin too.
Go ahead.
He said Berkeley was his
I said
cousin.
Berkeley was my cousin.
What's your name?
Who are you?
Joseph Herbert, but Joseph Fobbs.
Oh, yeah, Berkeley. Are you cousin by your father's side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
I don't remember you. You
Yeah.
know me well.
You don't remember me? That mean
No.
you're not from Nevis. Or you're not from Overbad.
There you go.
You hear?
You know me is number one fisherman.
You're Nevis number 1 fisherman?
Yeah.
No, man. The number 1 fisherman, the number 1 fisherman in Nevis, he done dead.
Oh, Berkeley?
Yeah, there was none like him. I would give you the trophy any day.
Yeah, I'm a sport fisherman.
Oh. You do sports
I'm the
fishing?
only- Yeah, I kept on the biggest mall I ever caught.
Oh,
You
okay.
went on the farm.
Oh, all right. That's good.
And
Congratulations.
I win the tournament in Antigua 3 times.
Oh, congratulations. That's good. That's good.
I fished Nevis a couple times, but I never had much luck.
Well,
I grew up with brothers.
I'll tell you a story. I had one hooker time, right? It was me
Yeah.
and a young fella. He was the first time he went out with me. I hooked the fish, fighting the fish, me one and the little boy there, I sit down, right? For about 4 hours. And when I see the fish with the beak up in the air and get off, right? Boy, I didn't even want to come home. I didn't even want to come home. How mad I was.
Yes.
Upset. And imagine it longer than the boat, you know. The boat was like 26 foot long and it was longer than the boat.
Wow.
A marlin
Wow.
with the long beak. And the boy, man, the boy than the stable here, boy.
Wow.
I think it was nearly about 1,000 pounds, I'm sure.
That a food.
Lots of food.
That a food.
And at the same time, you know, Caribbean Cove was just
Swinging.
opening.
Okay.
And I used to supply them with fish.
You had a ready market.
So I had a ready
I
market.
we started fishing in Puerto Rico for 17 and a half hours. I fished over 1,500 pounds.
Choo! That's a big fella, boy.
What kind that was, sir?
Marlin.
Marlin, oh, okay. So that's the biggest fish you normally catch?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest fish you will catch.
Yes.
Yeah, around here. They got tunas too, you know, but them marlin, that'll be the biggest one.
What kind of tuna you have?
You guys, okay, you guys Google Spike Harbor, right?
Huh?
Google Spike Harbor, and you see a picture of the fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Captain Spike.
Yeah.
You guys take it cool.
Yeah, man, you too.
Thank
Take
you.
Thank
care,
you for
man.
calling, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
This is his
Thank
name?
you.
Spike Harbor.
Spike Herbert.
Spike
Howard.
Howard. You know him, Boom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're in your closing your closing comments.
Yeah,
Finish.
thank these guys for having me. Walter contacted me more than one time, but I didn't want him feel I'm a bluff man, and I don't bluff. I don't bluff people. I either gonna do it, I tell you I'm not gonna do it.
So
If I
so-
gonna make it, I gonna make it.
So you come upstairs this morning and lock him out.
But no, when I came first, I go to the door, and this one tell me come for 9 o'clock.
Yeah, which one? You said this one. Which one? Who you point for?
Manos.
You point
He tell me come for 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I come down, I call Chesley. Chesley say, where do you come out the bar or something you tell me?
No, you call Walter.
Walter, yeah. Walter tell me here come out the bar or something. Are you tell me?
Yeah.
Come out the bar. So I say, I could have stay home and do something else.
Yes. So we couldn't go fishing with you then?
No, I mean,
Can you know which
I
name?
just do work home. I got my dogs and my puppy them to feed and my dog them to feed, and you know it was my day to do my washing. So I decided, well, all right. I call a buddy of mine and say, okay, I gone. I ain't gonna be there. But that's all right.
Yes, that's all right.
Time well spent.
Yeah, thank you.
Time well spent.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being
You're
here.
quite
Boom.
welcome. You're
Appreciate
quite
you.
welcome.
Appreciate you. Appreciate the information and all the experiences
And
that you've had.
thanks for all the overseas calling and everybody who know this boom. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom is still here, man.
Yes, okay.
Can't do the song Ginger sing, still hanging in.
Stick it hanging in.
Still hanging in.
and I could tell I wasn't here, but I could tell it was an excellent show because
It was.
I get the last 25 minutes or half an hour there, and I mean I get little goosebumps. It was excellent. It was excellent. To study. So I don't know, and I don't want to say I don't care what it is, but the next time you come in, I want to try to be here for the whole thing.
Yes, definitely.
And let me say to you,
There would be a second time, right? That's what they're telling you. Once you come once, you normally come twice.
Yeah, I have no problem in that. I mean, you guys got my number, so you can call me anytime. I don't hide it. I don't hide. You see where you pass me
You
most
always-
afternoon sitting on my step there.
Yeah.
You know why I fashioned that? That's what my father used to do when my mother shop was there. My father sit down under that guinea tree at one of the cart and he lay down right there, cool out the afternoon time. When he ready get up like 6 or 6:30, he go up on the landing and he sit down and take a little bun mode and then he go down inside.
And Auntie Jen would say you are conspicuous.
Those was a word.
And I pass through there regularly with me driving students.
I know that. I see you almost every day. I see you all the time.
passing.
I just hello to you. No?
Yes, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I hello to you.
Yeah, caller. Good morning, caller. You in the good old days.
I'm late. I just stepped in here and I heard the fishing tournament going on in Nevis.
But it's not a fishing tournament, it's a fishing program.
I know it's a fishing program.
Yes.
This is Swillian Stapleton out of St. Martin.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank you for calling,
good
sir.
to hear my good friend here from Bath Village. I should know him. I don't know how he knows.
Bon,
Nice program, lovely program. This
So-
is what I like to hear. Fishing in Nevis, another important industry that we should have be more serious about. We have fishermen there, like the gentleman says. The best fisherman has died some years ago.
Yep.
I will let him know. Nevis has not. The best fisherman for Nevis is not born yet. And I tell you what, this gentleman here sounds like a good fisherman. So I will count him in as one of the best fishermen out of Nevis.
Yep.
Fishing is a very good sport.
Yep,
Very
yep,
good sport.
yep.
And it's
I love
something
it.
that we need
I have
to
a passion for the seawater, man. I love it.
Swillian,
Yes, I can see Long Haul in you. I can see Cove Bay in you. I can see Newcastle Beach. I can see Pinnis Beach in you. I can see the entire beaches in Nevis in you. You seem to be someone who loves fishing.
Yep.
It is very, very good. Fishing is a very good thing. I think we should start thinking of making sardines and, packaging our fish in a nice way and send them to St. Martin, Dominica, and those places. Send them over.
The song now from December, things not going well.
And I tell you, I miss your name. What was your name? What was your name?
Myron is my first name. Myron
Doe.
But
just say boom.
Myron, I want you. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. You can't miss it.
Next time you go in fishing, I want you to take Ren and Ali with you. Yeah.
You might take Ren, but not Ali.
I'll give you a little short. I'll give you a little short joke. I take a cousin of mine, right? You know the guy Weber who works at Van Radio. You heard about him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
He's
know
my
him very
first
well.
cousin. We had two sister children. He said he wanted me to take him out fishing, and I took him out. Within 15 minutes, I had to travel to get to where I was going, and I have two injured. I had to travel for about 45 miles an hour to get to where I was, right? And when I stopped the boat, I don't see the sign. You spit overboard, and that's it. When you see that thing.
Yeah.
I asked him, you eat anything? Or you drink any tea? He said, boy, no. He said, boy, you can't make this. So I start to vomit. I had to bring him back shore.
Well,
I had to bring him back shore. A lot of people cannot take this ocean, this water. Even between St. Kitts and Nevis, people travel.
I know.
People vomit. Some people can't take it.
Yeah, I know. You get seasick or something. They call that seasick.
Seasick, yeah, you get seasick. Yeah.
And my good friend there, Daly, Mr. Daly. What is Daly, right? Yeah,
Daly.
Yeah.
Daily.
Dale's a fisherman.
Yes. Make sure you take him with you.
No,
You know,
Daily
because
Daily will take him.
No, Daily take me.
Daily will take him. He can't take Daily.
Daily take me. Daily can't come with me. I got to go with Daily.
Okay.
I pulled his boat out the water about a month ago. Yeah.
Okay.
I go
All right.
with Daily. We go catch red snappers and stuff like that. And
All right, that
and
sounds great.
mahi.
This is lovely.
Okay.
This is lovely.
Mr.
And,
Mr. Stapleton?
I'm proud of you guys.
Caller,
Yes.
I'm saying to you, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. You take too long to call into the program. You always call when you're ready to leave.
To the end.
You have to call a little earlier so we can talk to you.
I like to say, just want to big up you guys, and this
Well, thank
gentleman
you.
seems to be a very, good someone to represent Nevis anyway when it comes to fishing. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so
Keep the
much.
good works going. Keep
Thank
the
you.
light of Nevis keep shining.
Thank
Keep
you,
it
sir.
shining.
Thank you,
all the
man.
time.
Thanks for
Have a
calling and thanks for
beautiful,
listening.
lovely Saturday, I have to say.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, well, thanks again, Myron Boom.
Thanks, man. You're welcome.
Yes.
Is it Marion Boom or Boom Marion?
Yes. And
Which one come first?
And I'm going to
Boom,
make sure that I see Boom Seafood.
Boom seafood.
Boom Seafood. Boom Seafood.
Chesley struggling in the boom. Chesley struggling in the boom.
Alice, you know, I still not college, you know, because it is booms
Seafood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a final call. Okay.
Good morning, caller. In the good old days.
Hey, I have to take the final call, man. I
Make it
have
short.
to
Make it
call in
short.
and say- listen, I have to call in and say good morning to Cyril and Stapleton, my housemate. We went house massive together, man.
Good.
Yeah, man. Fighting against them.
Okay.
I think he has a missionary on the road or something like that in St. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he spent some time in Africa. You know, got to be really good friends once he came and went to Charleston Secondary School.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, want to say good morning to him and all the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right.
All right, Boom, let me be the first to, as we close out on the program today, thank you for accepting Walter's invitation, and thank you, Walter, for the initiative to bring my good cousin Boom in here to talk about fishing.
You're welcome.
And I don't know, maybe one of these days I go out with you, Boom. I went out with Boy
Yes.
some time ago.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well.
Boy, he's my partner, man.
Good morning, caller. In the good old days. Make it short. We're leaving.
It's the final.
No.
Yes, I thought you asked more questions.
Say that again?
When I thought you guys will have more questions to ask.
Oh no, next
Only one
time.
little question you asked.
Yeah, we be ask one little one. Next time we ask maybe two little one.
So,
Yeah.
make sure you
Mr. Mills, how are you, my darling?
Not bad at all. Okay.
make sure you have your notes, because we'll ask
Okay.
some questions about Boom sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Call me later so we could talk about that scam thing.
Okay, I'll do. I will. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't make no date in the good old days, you hear? See you.
Okay.
Idle
Yes.
people, they just live. Idle people.
So I was saying, thank you, Boom, for sharing your experiences with us, and I'm certain that many of us learned a lot about the sea. You know, it's someplace that you have to be very serious about. What I was told is that I like the sea, but when you go out there, you know, once the boat is not moving, and you have to ride those sea soils, that's when you start feeling, you know, funny, right? But Boy is a good guy to be out there with. He takes good care of you.
I will tell you, I will leave you with this thing. My father tell me like this. Sea water got teeth.
And you still go there?
No, he always tell me that. He tell all the children them. My father didn't teach us to swim, you know. You know what he do with us? Take us out in the boat and just throw it in the water.
What is this?
Wow.
You swim back in. You swim back in.
When I come back on
My
the boat?
sister them could swim maybe some of them could swim better than me. I don't know now, but you know, he used to just tell me, take me, shove you overboard, swim back ashore. Yeah.
Oh.
But I got my little son, man. He loved the seawater, boy. Oh my God! He could go and stay in the water all day. All day. He loved the seawater.
Yes.
In the blood, you see.
What about Javis?
Who?
The other one.
Oldest one?
Yes.
Yeah, he like the seawater too, but you know, them boys are girls are bad.
Chip off the old block, innit?
No.
Boom, is there any advice that you can give people to war against getting? I notice people tend to go in the water and get cramps and so on. What it is you can do or not do to prevent those things?
Well, you see, getting cramp is what is if you see some people, right? Just like you're doing exercise and you just get up, go walk, and you walking could be dangerous too.
Yes.
You understand? You just get up, go walk, and you don't exercise, you don't eat the right thing. You see me? Most of my diet is strictly fish, banana, breadfruit. I don't say I don't eat a piece of chicken, but my thing mainly, I stick with my seafood. I love my seafood. I remember I damaged my back 2009 and I went to Canada, and the Indian doctor had who like x-ray me and did the test and everything. And he asked me, what kind of food do I eat? I tell him seafood. He said, look, stick with that. You only had pull your muscles. The muscles they had pull, you know. They had let up. They had like some the guys were helping me lift up the boat and like half an hour, not half like that. And that can happen.
And all the weight.
And all the weight come from me. So you know, in life you can never be too careful.
Right.
But seawater got teeth. But the thing with the cramp, right, like I say, what happened, sometimes the water does have different temperature,
Yes.
right? Depends on what beach you go. Like if you go Gallows Bay, Overbad, and you're close to the pan and you're going in there, the water is like it's warm. Even if you dig your foot in the sand, it's hot. You go a little further across, by the palm tree, you find the water real cold. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's your blood cycle too. You know what I mean? It's like your blood cycle, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, even me, sometimes I get muscle pull. And I know how to get rid of it. It's because something is squeezing your pressure. My fin and my foot is like applying pressure and it kind of stopping the bleeding, the blood flow. Yeah, that's what causes cramp, you know. The blood flow ain't circulating properly, you will get cramp.
Right, well. Okay, well, boy.
Right?
Heading fast towards the
It's all right.
yes, okay.
It's one thing about being me, I always done cooking.
Yes. Okay.
One thing about me,
You can't
I
go wrong.
always done cook. So I ain't got to say I'm going home go cook.
Okay, you're done.
I always done cook.
You
I
did it.
just up early, get up 5 o'clock and I always done cook.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Just I guess you can start the call down. Let's go. One last. Last.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. Your last call. Please make it quick. We gotta go.
Oh, you need another hour on this program here.
We have one next Saturday.
The gentleman who called a while ago, he knows me very well. Yes, of course. When I came back from Africa, I was very active in school in Charleston Secondary School. And, being away from my country for so many years, I always dreamt of the good time to have, and even on the ocean, catching fish with the fish rod and the fish line, picking whales and all that stuff. Those are the things that gave me strength to wanting to get back home and to know that I will be back home someday. I would like to say to this gentleman, keep what you're doing good and love what you're doing, and always, never give up on Jesus, because guess what? I pray for Nevis every day, and I said to Jesus this morning, Nevision will never.
He said to play a song for you, Never Give Up on Jesus.
Yeah, I don't give up, man. Every morning, noon, and night I pray. Sitting, talking, sitting and walking, I pray. I do everything. Pray. I always bring Jesus first.
It's such a beautiful thing. And yes, that gentleman, it's called Gospel on the Road every morning.
Yep.
It's a beautiful program. And I want to say this to you and to the whole of Nevis. Jesus has not forgotten you.
Yep. Thank you for that.
Amen. Is holding your hand.
Yep.
Amen. God is holding your hands.
Yep.
You know
That's
why?
so.
He holds your hand because if you hold his hand and anything happens,
You're going to let go.
you might let him go.
Yep.
And that is why I pray that God will hold the hands of every Nevision, wherever they are, on sea, wherever they are.
Yep.
I want you to know that God is holding your hand.
Thank you.
And never give up on Jesus.
Nope.
Amen.
I won't do that.
Thank you very much, William.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a blessed day.
Have a wonderful day. Have
Thank
a
you so
wonderful
much.
day. Thank you.
Thank you.
After one day.
All right. Okay, well, boom, thanks.
Boom.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks
And thanks to all our viewers and listeners for being with us.
Yep.
All right. So
Thanks.
continue to enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your...
Have a great holiday
All right,
weekend.
Yes.
You
Yes.
take care.
Thanks
Yes,
for
okay,
coming.
then.
In
Yes.
the name of Jesus.
Amen.
All right, man.
Thanks.